Welcome back, everyone. We have a transient Luke Humphries. Luke, you just arrived. A few issues with some lodging and getting things clarified. What's going on?
That's right. Yeah, we're not going to be able to stay at that BnB, it looks like, anymore. We roll a little deep, Terry. Too many vans in the driveway.
Now, is this always been part of your crew, or is this part of the newfound spotlight where it's just the posse and the entourage is continuing to grow?
We've rolled this deep all along. Conrad, Calvin, well, Calvin's got the van now as well. And then the GK crew, we've got a few vans and a truck. So there's just a lot of people parking there, you know.
All right, they caught on to you. All right. So last weekend, you tied for 24th at Belton, which is the first time we've seen you outside of the top 5. Was there anything that wasn't clicking? Were there any additional challenges, or what was going on?
Yeah, the first round, I actually returned like 7 hours of DMs thanks to the people that reached out, and my hand wasn't working that well. So played slow to start that first round, and then I started with a triple bogey on my final round again. So that's back-to-back tournaments that I just need to start a little better, and things could, you know, go my way probably. I just get out of my own way, you know, Terry.
Well, and speaking of doing a little better, last year at this event, you were tied for 35th, and what kind of improvements are you looking to make from last year? Do you remember last year? Obviously a very different course, but
yeah.
What are some of the things that you're either going to clean up or you can improve upon from last year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this new layout. I think that there's no holes that you're going to accidentally walk into a birdie. Every time that you get one, you're going to know you earned it, and I think that's when we play our best golf as disc golfers. So I really look forward to playing this layout and improving on my 35th spot from last year, yeah.
Well, and along that theme, I want to say, who are you comparing the 2022 Luke Humphries to? Is it last year? A few years ago? Maybe one that is yet to come? When you reflect.
Sorry to cut you off, but the 2019 Hall of Fame Classic Luke Humphries is a guy that was picking his targets really well, executing his angles really well. You know, I think back to that person who was playing free golf, reacting to different situations, not trying to plan out, you know, the round, because it never goes the way that we want. So I think that person was somebody who I remember being, but who I can better. I know that as well. And then just being confident in my putting. It's something I practiced. It's something I've worked on, you know, and it's paying off. And I know it's going to continue to pay off because I did put that work in, just like Rick told me to.
Just like Rick. All right, here's Hayden.
Hey, Luke. You talked a little bit about the DMs, but have you had a chance to kind of sit down and reflect on the past month in the spotlight? And, you know, you mentioned in Waco about all the love you've been receiving.
Yeah, I think I have enough. I'm not dwelling on it. You know, it's not something that I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about leading the tour. That still feels a little weird for sure, but I'm just here playing disc golf. I did skins this morning with a bunch of awesome FPO players, and I enjoy doing that, and so I'm just getting lost in the work to a degree.
It sounds like there's a little golf match brewing with Brody and Drew Gibson and everything, so yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
I cannot wait for this to kick off. It's been a couple of years in the making, really, you know, and I'm sure many years, you know, ultimately who the best disc golfer, ball golfer is, you know, in the world, in the country, and I think that I claim that spot, and I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I've put a lot of time in both places. I know Drew Gibson has as well, Brody Smith as well, Kevin Jones, Ricky Wysocki, Emerson Keith, all guys with great swings, Paul Ulibarri. But it'd be fun, I think, for the fans and for us to kind of figure out, you know, who's the best golfer.
It's time to settle it.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice. You know, just the sport of golf in general, whether it's golf or disc golf, you know, how do they translate? How do they correlate? What are some things that you take from, you know, the golf course and bring it to the disc golf course?
I think my ball golf game is so built on accuracy, never overpowering anything, and when I bring that to disc golf, it definitely helps me play a little more comfortable game. Yeah, I could be 200 feet out, but is 240 really worth taking on that extra branch or whatever? You know, it's not really. Do I trust myself to get up and down from 240? For sure. So it's you know, I think it's a little more difficult, ball golf. It's a little more precise, but they both have their nuances, and they're both good for each other, I'd say.
Do you have like a favorite quote when it comes about golf, like, you know, 6 inches between the ears or anything like that you think about that translate to both?
Take dead aim. That's something that I heard back in the day. You know, I'm a big golf historian, so I can't remember who I picked that up from. Maybe Pinnock, in his little red book or black book. I can't remember which, but man, yeah, golf and disc golf, they you know, they should grow together. The athletes play both sports. It's cool to see this happening.
Nice. Yeah, a little bit more about the Thorn. What's going to be a big key out here? What's a hole that you think, you know, fans should watch is going to be a separator?
I think hole 4 right off the bat is going to be a big separator. That's a long, difficult par 4 where you're going to have to execute low ceiling shots on a very sandy ground. There's not going to be much skip out here this week. When your disc touches the ground, it's going to take a lot of speed off. So we're going to see guys like Calvin, I think, executing those laser lines on the low beams. And I think that guy who can execute the low ceiling line is going to win.
Are you that guy?
Very possibly.
All right. Well, Luke, my favorite quote about golf is that golf is a 4-letter word, along with some other ones out there.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Best of luck this week. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Terry.